A Stone Sat Still by Brendan Wenzel. A stone sat still with the water, grass, and dirt, and it was as it was where it was in the world. And the stone was dark. And the stone was bright. And the stone was loud. And the stone was quiet. And it sat where it sat with the water, grass, and dirt, and it was as it was where it was in the world. And the stone was rough, and the stone was smooth, and the stone was green, red, purple, and blue. And the stone was a pebble. And the stone was a hill. And the stone was a feel, and the stone was a smell. And it sat where it sat with the water, grass, and dirt, and it was as it was where it was in the world. And the stone was the wild, and the stone was a home. And the stone was a kitchen, and the stone was a throne. And the stone was a marker and a map and a maze. A danger, a haven, a story, a stage. And the stone was a blink, and the stone was an age. And the stone was an island, and the stone was a wave. And the stone was a memory. And the stone was always. Have you ever known such a place? Where, with water, grass, and dirt, a stone sits still in the world. Small World. Words by Ishta Mercurio. Pictures by Jen Karachi. When Nanda was born, the whole of the world was wrapped in the circle of her mother's arms. Safe, warm, small. But as she grew, the world grew too. It became the circle of her loving family, a bubble of giggling playmates, and slides and swings and whirligigs and tumbles through the grass. Nanda got bigger and bigger, but as she grew, the world grew too. It became a sway of branches, scaffolds of steel, and cables and cogs and odds and sods and coasting through the night. Nanda got bigger and even bigger, but as she grew, the world grew too. It became a sun-kissed maze of wheat, pine-cone-prickled mountains, and the microscopic elegance of fractals in the snow. It soared through a symphony of glass and stone. It spooled through spirals of wire and foam, a human-powered helicopter lifting toward the sky. Nanda got bigger and bigger and bigger, but as she grew, the world grew too. It became the roar of twin engines, a glittering ocean far below, and the curve of the planet beneath her. On a day when Nanda was bigger than she had ever been before, her feet touched foreign soil. Her ears heard a crackle of voices. She gazed out into ink-black space and saw a sea of stars, moonless and deep, distant suns twinkling, marbled planets orbiting, specks small in the distant night. And the earth, softly glowing, a circle called home, safe and warm and small.